What tactics should we use to stop the far right? Should we go as far as adopting their tactics? Check this out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Free public transportation? Shouldn't that be national? Check this out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Linwood in Gordonsville, Virginia. Hey, Linwood, what's up?
Tom, it's been a long time since I've had a conversation with you, and I still watch your show on a regular basis. Very constructive information. You're welcome. Hey, listen, I was telling your screen caller, I think it's about time the Democrats just stop this whole mealy mouth, trying to play it safe. I think it's about time that we come out of the cities and go to these small rural towns where his base is, his voters are, and show up. I used to watch wrestling back when I was a kid. Hold on, I'm explaining. I used to watch wrestling back in the 1990s, and it's Hollywood, of course. So they had WCW at the time had an invasion angle where WWE would come down and invade the whole organization, and saying we're the better people. There's something like that. That's where I got the idea from. We need to just go to their town halls, their public squares, and just show up. Black Lives Matter is doing it. I think progressives just need to just do it. Get out of New York, get out of Philadelphia, get out of Los Angeles, and yes, go show up in Chitlin Switch, Georgia. Yes, let's go show up in Franklin County, Virginia. Let's just show up. And let's hold rallies.
I think the extent to which you're perceived here in Portland, we perceive the Proud Boys, when they drive around town in their pickup trucks with their giant flags and swastikas and Confederate flags and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good look. I do think that, figuring out a way to craft a message that is meaningful, a message of, hey, we're all in this together, that's meaningful
My
to,
brother Tom.
By and large, rural white people is a good idea. But I don't think that message is going to be effective if it's, hey, by the way, I'm in your face.
My brother Tom, as much as I love and respect you, you have you are very constructively informed on a lot of issues. But these people do not want to come together. These people want a separate America. They want a separate United States. So I don't want to get with these Trump voters. I don't want to get with these white folks. I want to shut them down. I want to get confrontational. I want to get in their face.
Why not move into their communities as fellow citizens?
I'm talking that. I'm up to that too. I'm talking the whole shebang, Tom.
Because there's a lot of that going on right now, with the coronavirus and stuff. I mean, there's people. Yeah. Linwood, war is not a good thing.
But I'm talking we got to do something different besides always protesting, always waiting for the Democrats in the legislative field to do something. They're not going to do a daggone thing. They're just taking up space.
Yeah.
Sleepy Joe is in his basement. Kamala's just showcasing. No, it's enough already. It's do or die time.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. And we're just going to have to. I'm not sure disagree is the right word. This is a matter of tactic, not. It's how we to use your metaphor of war. It's how you fight the war, not exactly whether you should fight the war or what the war is. I agree. I absolutely agree with you that. We need to figure out a way to either reduce the power of rural people in the United States because they hold a disproportionate amount of power. The United States Senate, the Republicans in the United States Senate represent 40 million fewer Americans than do the Democrats in the Senate. Yet the Republicans control the Senate, and that's because of these small rural states, and because a number of billionaires spent a whole lot of money. These small rural states were all Democratic up until the 1960s. And then the billionaires came in and just started pouring money into these states, and every single state has their version of ALEC. They've got statewide versions of ALEC that have all been funded by the Koch brothers and their network. And they have been working to flip these states red for decades now, and they've succeeded in many cases. I think that we have to figure out a way to flip them blue, but they didn't do that by invasion, as it were. I think there's a whole variety of strategies that we could employ. But you raise a really, really important question, and that is, what is strategically, what is the most effective way? Not so much, if we want to rebalance the Senate, for example, then we make Puerto Rico and Washington D.C. states. But I think the larger question is, how can we have a conversation with these folks in rural America that actually brings us all together? And I don't have an easy answer. There's no facile answer. Leonard, I absolutely understand what you're saying.